What? The best episode ever is not the best episode ever? Well, no. It's true Lesson 0 is probably the most entertaining episode of the entire season, and the most envelope-pushing, but this episode suffers an Achilles heel. I don't really need to tell you why this episode's amazing. It's just crammed full of jaw-dropping content.
Clock is ticking, Twilight. Clock is ticking. Hi, girls.
Only problem I have with this episode is its ending is anticlimactic and really not in the same tone as the rest of the episode. And really the problem lies in Celestia. Celestia shows up out of the blue and fixes all the chaos Twilight's created. There's a reason Celestia doesn't really show up in many episodes really at all and solve any of the kingdom's problems. It's not good for building tension, whereby a seemingly unsolvable problem is suddenly and abruptly solved with the contrived and unexpected intervention of some new event, character, ability, or object. Twilight created this problem, and her friends to also the same degree for not really listening to her. They should be the ones to fix it, not Celestia. It does nothing for the character development for Celestia to solve it. The tension by her appearance is sort of lukewarm. When she shows up, she takes away all the tension that was created by the chaos Twilight created. And she doesn't really add any, because we already know Twilight's mad delusions are just that, mad delusions.
Meet me in the library.
Goodbye, girls. If you care to visit, I'll be in Magic Kindergarten, back in Canterlot. I just lost a brother.
He was my big brother, best friend, forever. And now we'll never do anything together.
Lesson 0 is a phenomenal episode. There's no denying it. That's why I place it in the number 2 spot. But its ending is just lukewarm compared to everything else.
If I can't find a friendship problem, I'll make a friendship problem.
Wow, did I dislike this episode. Now, I know Mysterious Mare-de-Well gets a lot of hate for how it destroys characters, but this one does an even worse job at that. Or better job at the worst. What have you. The main problem with this episode is how it flattens Applebloom's character into a mindless, I need my key to make now, nothing else matters. One of my favorite things about Friendship is Magic is it doesn't rely on the philosophy of let's have a character do something so stupid that would be too stupid to do in real life, but hey, it's a cartoon philosophy. Friendship is Magic doesn't really use that philosophy because, well, the characters are well-rounded and, well, people, or ponies as it is. They don't do stupid decisions that you would not do in real life. I'm not saying they don't make mistakes, but they're very believable mistakes. Applebloom has already witnessed firsthand the dangers of the herbs and plants found in Everfree Forest. Without any guidance or any reference, she uses an herb she just learned about not even 1 minute ago to mix up a potion to fix her problem. I cringed the rest of the episode, waiting for this obvious time bomb to explode. Worse yet, I have to endure Applebloom's obvious over-the-top showboating while hearing the constant tick, tick, tick in my mind. Yes, Applebloom, bragging about the fake cutie mark you created from stolen goods really makes you a relatable character. Oh wait, no it doesn't. And like with Mysterious Mare-de-Well, we really get to see that Ponyville is filled with jerks. When a child is in danger, what do? Run and flee and lock the doors. Say what you want about Mysterious Mare-de-Well, but it has several memorable moments and one very strong emotional one. This episode has a half-second Big Lebowski reference as its highlight. Whoopee. Season 2 had really 3 episodes I like to describe as the jaw droppers that blew away all expectations going in. One being Canterlot Wedding, just for a sheer amount of amazing crammed into this episode. 2 being Lesson 0 for pushing the envelope of really what a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic episode could do and be. And the 3rd being Hurricane Fluttershy, for redefining how much emotional investment we can have for an episode. These emotional elements, these heartstring pulling moments that really pushed Hurricane Fluttershy to being the #1 episode in my mind. For this is one of the episodes of Season 2 I like to describe as an epic in my terms of a cinema epic. This episode has a tremendous sense of scale. Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy are just 2 pieces of a massive puzzle that is this event that is going on. They are only 2 of hundreds of Pegasi, yet they are indispensable. This episode also has a grand emotional scale it crosses. It's comedic at times, it's adventurous at times, it's emotional gripping at times, it even has horror moments. And this episode is just crammed filled with content that makes it just feel like it's a grand experience. How much content? Rainbow Dash holds a meeting of all Pony Built Pegasi to create 20 to provide water for all the Celestia and break the record. Doing so, every Pegasi is excited except Fluttershy, who tries to get one of her self-consciousness. However, Rainbow Dash convinces her to go. Troy unleashes her inner nerd and measures each Pegasi's contribution in terms of wing power. Fluttershy fails due to nerves and runs away crying after an emotional breakdown. Then under a weeping willow, Fluttershy receives encouragement from a honey badger and other carrying animals and proceeds to we're just halfway done! Supporting all of this is some of the best animation, scoring, and voice acting found all season. However, the most remarkable part of this episode is how it handles the 3 main characters. Twilight Sparkle releases her inner nerd, but most importantly, she provides advice and support through both Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy. One of the defining parts of this episode is Rainbow Dash. The best Rainbow Dash episode is a Fluttershy episode. Rainbow Dash perfectly takes up the leadership mantle, or, well, hat. We are able to see a lot of her character growth from across the season in this role. Dash leads by example, pushing all others to match her efforts. However, unlike past episodes, she knows when to use restraint and to be supportive.
It's okay, Rainbow Dash. You still got plenty of wing power for your tornado. You'll be able to lift tons of water up to Cloudsdale. If only there was a way to lift Fluttershy out of the dumps.
And when faced with no hope at all of breaking the record, does she simply give up? No. She decides to give it her all, for herself and the rest of the Pegasi, whose spirit she's raised throughout this event. And at the very end, she gets the Wonderbolt praise she's always wanted. But, even then tries to transfer the credit to Fluttershy. This is great character development. The best by far for Rainbow Dash all season. Cindy Morrow seems to best get Rainbow Dash's character, as made apparent in this episode and also her other episode where she wrote Rainbow Dash, Read It and Weep. Still, this is definitively a Fluttershy episode, and for a reason. Fluttershy goes through a well-defined character arc while conquering her inner demons. No one can forget this scene.
Fluttershy, wait! So some punks poked a little fun at you when you got stage fright. Big deal. You aren't gonna go quit just because of that, are you? Yes! But I need you!
I'm sorry, Rainbow Dash. I just don't have the courage right now.
This scene personifies the crushing, suffocating weight of her past haunting with a strong, outright tearing of the audience's heartstrings. Everyone can recognize and relate to these past hauntings that can leave deep scars on you. I still remember the taunting I got when I was in middle school for being overweight. Even with encouragement from her pony and animal friends, her efforts to conquer her self-consciousness proved to be a challenge. It takes 3 hard attempts before the final successful one that makes a great, memorable climax. When Fluttershy finally conquers her inner demons, we can't help but scream, "Yeah!" Hurricane Fluttershy really embodies what makes Friendship is Magic such a great series. Beautiful animation, supported by charming musical scores and voice acting that help tell tales revolving around well-rounded, lovable characters learning important, heartfelt lessons in friendship along with their audience.
Princess Celestia, sometimes you can feel like what you have to offer is too little to make a difference. But today, I learned that every pony's contribution is important, no matter how small. If you just keep your head high, do your best, and believe in yourself, anything can happen.